All right. I think we might be good. Let's see. I'm watching the main page. I'm going to keep it up until we actually have video. Oh my god. We are live. It actually worked. All right. We are good. I'm going to mute that. Noob strikes again. And here we are. Thank you everyone for joining me. It's Magic Mondays number 3. I hope everybody had a good start to the week, a good finish to their weekend, and their week is off to a productive, happy, healthy, fun overall start to the week. Mondays are never the greatest, but it is what it is sometimes. So yeah, I'm glad you could join me again. I'm just gonna get get started up for that. I'm just gonna bring the chat up so I can keep an eye on the chat, and yeah. We shall get going. All right. I'm just going to bring the game up. And gameplay. Waiting on the server now. Server waiting. Network error. Unable to submit deck. Okay. What's going Huh? I finally get this working because I was supposed to start a half an hour earlier and it wouldn't work for me. And now I can't get the game to actually work. Alright, I'm going to reset the game. I'm going to be right back. Because we got network error again. Just going to start it up again from the beginning, and hopefully that fixes it. Gives everybody a chance to come in anyway, because I started early. I was supposed to start at 8:30, but the stream didn't actually play, so I apologize to anyone who actually came into that stream, because I was playing, and I didn't even know the stream hadn't started. So that is my bad. That is on me. Hey, looks like we got a couple people in the chat already. I see a couple viewers listed. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Glad you could join here. Join me here back on Monday for some more Magic. If the game loads. Oh, there we go. We are loading. All right. I'm going to take down the wait screen. And we're good to go. We're playing Sea Salt Dreamer 94. Oh yeah, all that land. Give me all the land. Well, I need a couple of creatures and spells, but that's a good start in terms of land. So I'm going to keep that. Let's see what they're going to play. I'm playing a spell deck right now, a wizard deck. It's red-blue. It's a lot of attack spells doing damage to either the creatures or to the face. That's an instant. Draw 2 cards. Jumpstart. Alright. Jumpstart means I can play it out of the grave, I believe. Out of my graveyard. My discard pile. I don't have any damage. Ah, why not play that guy? It's early in the game. Normally I wouldn't play him, but it's a low mana cost. Low cost to get the spell out. Might as well. Play another mountain. Try to get more red on the table in terms of usable land before. I'll keep that spell. I'll keep my mana, and I'll go 2 attack to the face with my 2/1. And no, I want to end my turn because I'm keeping that mana, and I have 2 spells here. I'm going to play this one because it's the same as Direct Current, which only does 2, but you can jumpstart that one. That means you can play it from the grave by discarding a card and paying its mana cost. I'm going to keep Precision Bolt there because that's deal damage, deal 3 damage. But actually, I'm going to play... I like the Staticasters because it's got Trample, but Leapfrog has Flying. So I'm going to throw Leapfrog out there. And attack again with the Wizard. Little 1v1. I've been playing a lot of multiplayer games, like 3-player, 4-player. Yeah, he didn't like the looks of that deck, or he didn't like the looks of what was in his hand. I'll take it. Victory number 1. Victory number 1, everyone. Good start to the night. Let's hope we keep it up. Oh, looks like somebody else has joined us in the chat. If you're just watching, that's great. But if you want to say hello, conversate with everybody, feel free to that as well. Cloud creatures might be out there. They might have my usual friends that join me on a nightly basis. You gotta watch out for those tricky cloud creatures. Might trip you up. Oh, not a Johnny. This better not be a Resi deck. Something where he buffs himself up with health. I hate a Johnny. See, I play with the Jace icon, the avatar, because whoa, 4 mana again. I'll take that. Let's do it. Let's roll. But I'm playing Ral's deck right now. It's a pre-built Planeswalker deck called for Ral, Bringer of Storms. But I have the new Planeswalker deck for Jace. Uh-oh. Blue-white. Blue-white. So Restoration and a pain in the you-know-what. Blue decks are hard to deal with. That's why I like playing as them. It's very popular in the game right now. Everybody's playing as blue. Not so much in the Spark. At the end of Ravnica. Not so much in the Spark. Everybody's trying out all the new combos right now. Oh, this Fountain of Renewal. He's already got something out there that buffs him. Every time he gets to his upkeep, like to their turn, they gain 1 life. Oh, it's a pirate deck. I'm playing a pirate deck. Got Kitesail Corsair. Has flying as long as it's attacking, and Warkite Marauder, flying whenever it attacks. Target creature defending can... I was reading the card. How dare you attack. Loses all abilities and has base power of 0/1 until end of turn. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I'm going to play another one of these. I got to get something with flying out there to block that Marauder. So throw out my Wee Dragonaut, which is a 1/3. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's pretty good defense. It'll block that attack and not kill it, but it can repel it. Like, it'll just be a wash. They both become tapped. Ah, the Spirits. That's a card that's not blockable. Oh, I forgot the Warkite. How it can target 1 creature and make it not be able to block. Oh, we're not doing well already. So I'm going to enter this, and I'm going to buff it on to the Dragonaut. It gets up 2/0, and we're going to attack right in the face. To get back to 20, and it's their turn again, so now they've got another health. Hey, we're up to 5 viewers. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, checking out this week's Magic Monday. Playing my red-blue wizard deck. Now they're all flying, and I'm tapped out, and I can't block. So just bring it to the face. I'm going to get beat by a Pirates deck. This is... Get rid of that Warkite Marauder. Can't play it, but they're both tapped. So now I'm tapped out again. So he's brought the Marauder back, but Summoning Sickness. Oh, look, a Merfolk as well. A mono blue deck. I play a mono blue deck as well. So I know the pain of what they're trying to do here. All right. So what should be my play? I think I'm gonna Precision Bolt that Warkite or the Departed Deckhand. The game's over. They're tapped out. Kill the Warkite. And then I'm going to give this thing flying. Just to bring it down just a little bit more. A little bit more. So end it the game on this attack. I've got no blockers. The buff is only until end of turn for flying, so no point in holding it back. Got beat by a pirate deck. Yikes. The ability of that creature is that it taps everything on the battlefield. I was already all tapped out. GG. And on to the next. Alright, I'm going to be right back. Just give me 2 seconds. Because I wanted to write something in the chat, but it's giving me some problems. I think because of the whole issues with YouTube. I went and I changed my password. Now I can't communicate in the chat. Whoa, I can't read the chat. Oiler Greg came in. Salt creatures are dangerous. Are also dangerous. The last of its kind, exactly. You need to bring more salt. Give me more salt. Mr. Matthews. Hello, Pete and OG. Hey, Mr. Matthews. Robocub says use flame breath for... Sorry, last night's game, exactly. Speaking of Godzilla, I was depressed to see that Midnight's Edge Andre put a video up saying Godzilla post-mortem. It underperformed at the box office. I'm kind of upset about that, but I'm also not surprised. It's a monster movie. The last one did so well, though. I was hoping it'd be just as good or close to Skull Island. Well, Greg says, hi, Big M. And Mr. Matthews says, and Robocub. I can't see who all is here. Yeah. I'm going to have to grab my phone, I think, to talk to you guys. Because, like I said, I changed my password. And I can't sign in to Streamlabs anymore for some reason. Maybe if I log in and log back out. Hopefully that doesn't... that'd probably kill the stream. So I think I'm going to have to talk to you guys intermittently through the thing. Because I'm in the studio right now. And I can't... Actually, I've got an idea. I'll just bring that over here. When I need to, I'll bring that up. Alright. Put it back. Alright. I'm going to play one more with the red-blue, and then we'll switch off. We'll go to a different one. Ah, it's way too bright. I like the dark. I like it dark. It's hard to concentrate on the game. Oh. You were looking at my studio there. I don't know what happened there. Alright. Lots of land. Let's go. Okay. Let's see what I'm playing against. See what cards are going to come out on the table. Did you end up going to see Godzilla, Mr. Matthews? We did a little bit more Godzilla again last night, but again the stream somehow got deleted. This time again I didn't touch anything. Didn't touch a thing. Alright, what do we got? So I can tap that and deal 2 damage to the creature's controller. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, because it's in my... I've got it in my face. I need to move the TV closer, I think. So it's like closer behind me. It's Super Mario Kart. We've got Super Mario Kart going on in the background. And that's too bad to hear you didn't see it. Hopefully you still have the chance to check it out in the future. Or wait till a home release. I'm definitely going to get it on Blu-ray. So that's got Jumpstart. I can play it from the graveyard for future for future moves. I'm going to play Leapfrog because it's got flying. Oh, it's only got flying as long as I cast an instance. OG, you uploaded a movie? I gotta check that out. After this stream, everybody go to OG's page and check that out. A movie review, I mean. You need to see it. Humanoids from the deep. Nice. Alright, let's see what I can play here. I'm going to play that again. Yeah, I'm going to kick that. Do the 2 damage and then attack with Leapfrog. I'm gonna, says Mr. Matthews. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. What are they dropping down here? Oh, an enchantment. Creature you... Ah, it's a 1/1 buff. Take Vengeance? Really? Oh, Night Veil Sprite. So when it attacks, they get to look at their top card and decide if they want to keep it up there or throw it down. No problem, OG. So I'm going to get... what's the play I should make? Get that thing off the table. Brings it right back out, but had to use the mana for it. Surveilling the deck. I'm going to switch to my blue deck in a minute, I think. I'll give this one more chance. One more. 3 games. You got to give it 3 games. We're done here anyway. I can block 1, and I'm going to take... oh. 7/7. Just buffing it up. Sarah's Guardian has flying and vigilance. That means flying can't be blocked unless your creature has reach or you have another flying creature on the board. Other creatures that you control now have vigilance. That means they never tap. That means there's no turning. Game over. On to that next one. Hey, Acid Burn. How's it going? Like, you want to play a game in Arena? Thanks for coming in. OG says my first face reveal. Old photo of me and Kathy from a football game. Nice, man. Nice. But yeah, if you want to play Acid Burn. I'd be down for that. Just let me know. Alright, last turn. Everybody's playing blue. Everybody's playing blue. Let's play on my mage deck. I hear you, Mr. Matthews. It did the same thing. Did the same thing. It just came out of nowhere. And yeah, I will, Robocub. Just something fun. I'm not a professional by any means. Just for fun. I'm good with that, Acid Burn. I play just socially with friends on here or in real life. Like, we get together once a week to play some hands. This quality, though, I put the ingest setting at higher. I'm not sure why the quality is so rough. But yeah, once I'm done this, let me find my thing, and I'll drop the tag in the chat once I'm done this game. Just waiting out. The waiting is the worst part. But yeah, Mr. Matthews, I've been recently picking it up, so I'm slowly progressing. But I'm not competitive, that's for sure. Nice. Thanks, Jason. I will copy that. And I'll take it out of the chat so nobody else will see it. Sorry, it's my turn. What do we got here? Next to combat. Exclusion made. Return. That's already on the deck, so it can't do anything. Gonna play it. Fire your urchin. Whoa. My sticky notes. My sticky notes. Trying to paste it into the sticky notes. Gotcha. Acid burn. And Mr. Matthews says, I was a geek in high school, but I thought the Magic guy would... It was super popular, and it still is. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Actually, they announced today that the guys who did the last two Avenger movies, the Russo brothers, are working on an animated series for Netflix, based on Magic the Gathering. So that's going to be interesting. You're up 20-11. You got 3 creatures on the board to my 1. 2 have flying. Why are you making me wait, man? You're just trying to get me to concede. I'm not conceding. I'm not going to give up. I don't have anything in here to play. Oh, I've got a 5 damage card. You should try it, Mr. Matthews. Get Arena. We'll play together. Could always use more friends to play. Acid Burn. I would like to see some bans in mono red. I'm going to lose, so I'm just going to kill that thing. Just because. And it's tapped out, so... Oh, look, A lot of people aren't playing mono red right now that I see Acid Burn in Arena. Like I was saying before you came in, it's always a mix of blue. There's always a mix of blue. Even I am playing a blue deck right now. Like the Jace, the Planeswalker, the pre-built. I was changing it up a little bit. And just like that, we're down to 6. But I have some... 2 of the friends that I have that I play each week with, that play Magic with, they each have Goblin decks, like mono red. One has a Minotaur deck as well. What else should I do before it's over? Right to the face. Can't do it. Not with Command the Storm, unfortunately. He's got to go onto a creature. And... Oh, come on. You don't have one more hit? You don't have one more point to finish me? I'm just going to end my turn. Mr. Matthews says, once my kids got me into Pokemon, the card game, I had to reevaluate my own geekiness. Nice. And just attack. Come on, let's end this game. Because like I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add Acid Burn. Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. I forgot to resolve. In Arena, you can always resolve. Alright, I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Select the deck. I'm sending you the request right now. I'm gonna play the Vraska deck again. I'm pretty fresh to the game. I've sent you the request, Acid Burn, if you're ready to go. But if you need some time, just let me know. I'll play another public game. And Mr. Matthews says, "Are you playing a bot or a person?" It's all people. In the arena, like the desktop version. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be playing him in a minute. But in Arena, you always play people. You search, like you connect to the network, the server, Mr. Matthews, and you always find people. So it's always other players. And you can play directly with friends as well. And that's what I've done. I've sent Jason a request. Ah, gotcha. Sending it right now in the chat. I thought you could just accept it. It's at dawn, like it's in the chat, and then number 40093. But like I said, I'm prepared to get wrecked. I'm new at this game, so I've been playing for a while, but not that. I'm not the greatest. Zombie Cub. Zombie Cat Cub, you've come back. You've crawled out of unhallowed ground and decided to join us for some magic. So I'm back. Oh, here we go. Jace as well. Both with the same avatar. But I'm playing the black-green deck. Acid Burn. You get to see my hand, though. I saw on YouTube. You're looking at my hand. But I'm sure you're playing the game on your thing. So when we start the game, Mr. Matthews, what Acid Burn is doing, he was selecting whether or not he was going to keep his cards. And I'm going to do the same thing here because you can mulligan, but you lose a card each time you mulligan. You need the power just like you do in, what's it called, in Energy in Pokemon. You need at least 2 to start. I've got a couple, so let's go. I know, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, man. Ooh, green, blue. Those are good mix. Oh, I like your card, man. Like your deck skins. I've just got the basic ones. I haven't upgraded yet. Do you play a lot in like the tournaments? And thank you for coming in and offering to play, because now we have someone in the chat that's playing. We're playing each other, so it's more interesting to everyone who's watching. That's for sure. All right. you got a proliferation deck. I like that. Top 1000. Nice. Nice. Very cool. So he's enchanted with Simic Ascendary. So he can tap for 3 mana and put a 1/1 counter on a target creature to begin with. Yeah, it's pretty much the same principle. Like the numbers are different and the cards and the plays are a little bit different, but technically it's the same type of style. I'm just reading his enchantment because he's got another thing that if he upkeeps to the point where whenever he puts one or more counters on another creature, it puts that many counters on the ascendancy. And at the beginning of the upkeep, if the ascendancy has 20 or more growth counters, it automatically wins the game. So I don't last very long against it. All right. Yeah, man. It's hard if you don't pull the mana out. If you don't have the land in the hand, then it's you'd have it on the table. You keep rolling out those proliferations though. I haven't seen that card yet. I've got like the Jace proliferation deck, but it's got the Pollen Bright Druid in. I haven't played that. And see, he's putting the counters on top of the ascendancy. He's up to 4 now, but he's also buffing up. You can choose to proliferate. And it's not a +1 or a proliferate. You proliferate right away, so it just buffs it up. So if you counter it with a 1/1, it then gets another one because it proliferates. Block that. And kill my horror. Alright. I gotta get one of those sages off the table. And I'll play Tenant of Vraska. And both attack because he's tapped. But that puts my 2 attacked. My 2 creatures tapped as well. And it's a 6/5, so. It's got a nice buff on it as well that whenever he plays a non-creature spell, an instant or a sorcery, gives the proliferation again. I'm just going to attack with my bat because that's flying. Mr. Matthews says it's the idea that you put up cards to protect yourself so your opponent needs to break through your defenses to do damage. Pretty much. Like you can be all attack like Acid Burn was saying. He was talking about mono red. That's very like you want to build up aggression really fast. Just keep hitting points. You keep building up your army, hitting points. Keep putting goblins on the table until you overwhelm. There's different strategies as well. There's ones like that where you build up and you just out overwhelm, or you can do like a stomp deck in a forest where you basically just amass this huge amount of creatures that just can't be blocked. There's not nowhere near. What is Hydrocrasis? When the spell is cast, you gain half the life and half the cards. So 2/2, and it gets the 1/1 counter on top of the ascendancy, plus it gets the one, should be 1 life. Yeah, man, your cards are sick. I like that enchantment. All right, I just keep pulling land. I'm not pulling any of the creatures I want to see out. Alright. I'm going to have to tap this. And let's do this. For sure. Acid Burn, I'll play. I'm down. This is a lot of fun. So what I did, guys, I buffed my creatures with a +1/+0 counter, so they all went up 1 point, but they also have Menace, and Menace means that he has to put 2 blockers. You have to assign 2 blockers to the 1 creature in order to block it. Alright. Yeah, exactly. If you had the mana, like your cards were... Alright, I sent you the request again. That's what everyone in the chat, like, if you don't have the land, if you don't have the energy to, like, the spell, like, the mana to do your spells and your creatures, like, your deck's just not going to flow. You can have all the cards you want in your hand, but if you don't have enough land, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming in, checking out the thing first off, and also, like, just challenging me, giving me somebody to play with, man. We should do this on a regular. I dropped you a sub, Acid Burn. I'm gonna put your thing in the chat as well. Everybody who can. Oh, it's not working for you? Okay, do you want me to? I'll cancel it and I'll send the request again. Now it says can't draw. I was wondering what was going on. Wasn't letting me do anything at first. Okay. Let's go back to direct challenge. And Mr. Matthews, if you get it, if you get the game and start playing it, there's pre-built decks in there. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. You can just go in there. Like you can do daily challenges and weekly challenges where you can get gold. You get gold or diamonds or crystals, or I think they're diamonds. And then you can buy packs and unlock better cards. And if you buy certain packs in real life, like I bought, where'd Jace go? The most recent one I bought was the latest expansion. I've got the Jace deck. And what that, if you buy it from the store, that it's a pre-built Planeswalker, you can also import it into the game. So I'm playing another one that I have. I have Vraska, so I'm playing that. But if you don't want to spend any money on it, it's a free game to play as well. You can get all the cards in the game. You can just play it. Just play it 24/7 and build that deck up. I wish I had more time to play it. But it takes a long time to play sometimes. Like, some games can be quick. And it all depends on your deck, too. Like, your style of deck. Some take a while to build, and it just goes on and on and on. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So, Acid Burn's got Paradise Druid on the table. Hexproof. That means that it can't be the subject of any spells. It can't be the target of spells, instances, nothing. Alright, so I'm just going to play Krull Raider then. Oh, Pokemon does that too now? That's good. That's good. I used to collect a couple Pokemon cards occasionally. I really just bought like... Oh, Vraska! She's out. Oh, you've got the other Vraska! No! I've got Vraska as well, but he's got the four mana. Brought it right out. -3, destroy target, not permanent. Done. Yeah, and it is cool that they do that sort of thing. I'm in trouble already, guys. That Vraska's sick. My Vraska is not a cheap date. My Vraska is expensive to get out. I think it's 6 mana to get out. I like that card. I want to pull that card from a pack. I'd love to get that card in real life. Or buy it from the store. Oh, sorry. I'm talking to everyone in the stream. Sorry, Acid. Sorry for taking so long. I'll make my play so you can go. It was my turn. Sorry, man. Forgot to put this out on social media. Oh no, you've got Nissa as well? That's not the Nissa with the enchanted lands, is it? No! No! So that Nissa is disgustingly sick. I want this card too. It's 5 mana to player. So you're sacrificing a permanent to draw a card. And then you've got, like, this Planeswalker can take a land, like an energy card, a mana card, and turn it into a creature. It can buff it into a creature. A 3/3. Done. A 16/16 indestructible. Like, I can't even if I had a murder card in my deck, I couldn't use a murder card. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be 1-1 after this game. These, like, those are 2 sick Planeswalkers. I want both of those. That's awesome, man. I love that Nissa card. I love that. One of my buddies pulled that the other day. Whoops. So I'm going to try to kill Vraska. So I got Vraska off the table, but Nissa's still there. That's just overwhelming if he keeps enchanting land. And I'll... No problem, man. I did wait that. And here we go. Yeah, that's an end game. So I think what I can do to that card, I think the only thing I can do to that card is kick it. If I had a card that said, and I don't have it in the Vraska deck, it's more something in the Jacer Rawl where you can say, hey, get that out of here, put it back in your hand or put it in your graveyard. But unfortunately, I don't have that card here, so we're in a bit of a pinch. No worries, man. No worries at all. GG. Like, that's a sick play. I have no problem at all. Getting my butt kicked in the game because it helps me learn. So to see you make plays like that, it gives me things to think about for, like, Whenever I get my hand on a Nissa, if I want to build a green deck or a green black deck, but a Vraska Nissa combo, that's pretty sweet. I never even thought of that. Planeswalkers have really like changed the game, and now especially the Spark expansion, you get one. Trample and Hexproof. Very nice. Very nice. That's a nice card as well. So the only thing I can do here, guys, is I can block. I can block that. But I just have to keep sacrificing creatures. So I'll put a 1/1 counter on this thing. It's still not enough damage. It's like the energy. Land is your energy in Pokemon. It's the mana, the cost of the things that you have to use. You have to have the land on the table with your mana in order to do the spell cost. Exactly. That's the one thing about that card. If you had a card, you probably have something similar to that. I would think in this deck that would give trample. If you had a card that would give trample, that the it'd be like, have a good one. That's all she wrote. Oh, if I had a kicker, if I had something to kick it.
When the land speaks, I shall listen.
And Nissa's at -8, so everything becomes indestructible, right? The lands are now indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards, put them on the battlefield tapped. So yeah, that's why I want that card, because it's the top the top move, or the top -8 on it is at wow. All right. So I'm going to block the 16/16, and I'm going to block the short that, but that has trample. Yeah, so I'll take 4 damage to the face, and then I'll take another 9 there. So 13 damage coming my way. Oh, and I didn't count the elf. Forgot to count the elf. Oh, the Chupacabra, no! Chupacabra play is it destroys a target non-permanent, like a creature. And now Bear Whisperer. I've now got Bear Whisperer in my hand. Little late. And what's the specialty with the Bear Whisperer card, guys, is that when I cast another creature on the board, I automatically draw a card. Yeah, GG indeed. No block on the next play. For sure. Let's do one more. There you go, guys. -31. Getting wrecked. Oops. Just gonna check the stats on this. Nico Bolas. Yeah. Is he in that deck? I'm assuming he is. If he is, then I've played this deck once. 60 to begin with. You can play it like the Commander style, which is a 100 deck, and I think in Commander the cards all have to be different. You can't have any duplicates. Well, in your standard 60 card deck, Mr. Matthews, you can have duplicates of the same creature, same spell, that sort of thing. Oh, red, blue. Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't pull enough mana on the draw. That's always the worst. Crawl Raider right there. I've taken these out of my... I've changed up. I have the Vraska deck. I'm just playing it based... Ah, Lightning Strike. Dead. But I've taken a couple of those out. I think there's 3 that came in the pre-built. I took 2 out. Changed it up a little bit. Oh, you can pay 2 life that it won't be tapped. Because the guys in the chat... Alright. Played... Oh, nice. So not only did the creature that he played have haste, which means it can attack right away, it also... Not sure why. Maybe because of my turn. Deals combat player to me. It also gets a 1/1 counter. And since I didn't have any creatures, it had to go to the face. But yeah, there's some... For everyone in the chat, there's some lands that are solid color, like a mono color. Some are split. Most of those have to come in tapped where you can't use them right away, but his cards have an ability that if you pay 2 life, then you can use it right away. Oh, got some goblins. Very hasty, very hasty. I'll block that. 2 damage to any target, so see you later, Beast Whisperer. And I've taken some of the bats out as well. I think I took all the bats out of the deck. Just tried to beef it up a little bit. Oh, shock. Oh yeah, Legion War Boss. Those mono reds, that's what I was saying a little bit ago while we were playing the last game. With mono red, it really just wants to build up aggro and attack like really quick. Like get him out there quick and put it right to the face. End the game as quickly as possible. And once they get rolling, it's really hard to stop. There he is. Nicol Bolas. So right now it's a legendary creature, but it can transform into a planeswalker. So I've got to discard a card here. I need another mana, man. I'm not getting the mana in this game like I was in the last 2. What should I block? They have haste, a mentor. So yeah, I'm going to take one of these Legionnaires out. Still took a ton of damage. And I still don't have enough mana. to do anything. So I will attack. That'll tap me out. And that's pretty much the game. Oh, and there's the other Nicol Bolas. So the +1 right away is that he draws a card and I have to exile.
Let your weak minds crumble.
And I took out the 1 Legion War Boss because the War Boss at the beginning of the other turn of the upkeep automatically creates a 1/1 token goblin. Done. GG. Good game, man. Good game. Your deck's rolled. Nice. As long as you got the mana. Alright. Get back to trying to do the dailies. That.
It's a game, so remember to have fun.
Oh, you wanted to go again? Yeah, man. We're gonna go again. Let me just concede this one.
See you again soon, Planeswalker.
Yep, see you too, Sparky. Go again for sure. Oh! No problem, man. No problem at all. I thought you said another game. No, we don't have to. Let's go one more. Let's do one more if you got time, and then I'll get back to just doing my thing. I'm just doing dailies. Oh, Nicol Bolas again. I should have changed my deck up. Hey, what's going on, Jez? Sounds good, man. Thanks for popping in. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'll definitely hit you up. Send you some requests so we can play some more. Ah, okay. Just didn't choose the avatar. Gotcha. Different deck. Yeah, oh yeah, it's different cards. I'm not starting off well with mana. I need some. Oh, Garrosh Spiral. Nice. That's a nice instant. Hoping to get it soon in arena, in a pack. Oh, nice. Plays another land right away. That's rolling a lot of land out right away. Ooh, what's that enchantment? Hadana's Climb. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Then if the creature has 3 or more 1/1 counters, that'll transform into the Climb as well. So it just keeps buffing itself up. I took the iron shells out of this deck as well. I really got to update it closer to what I have it in real life. If I'm going to practice with it. Oh, another swamp. No. Because he has a 1-4 on the table that would, it just wouldn't get through. There'd be no point. That's a wash. Stalemate on the table. Nisa again. There's that enchanted land again. Hey, Jamie Morton. Thanks for coming in to check it out. All right. Check out the stream. We're just playing a little Magic the Gathering. Play the Guild Mage. And that's about it. That's all I got right now. Oh, and Vivian. Very nice. It's a nice play. Nice Nisa and Vivian. Sounds good. Sounds good, Jez, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to play my bat. No sign of Araska yet. It'd be nice to get my card out there, at least -3 one of these creatures. Not that I have. All right, that sounds good. I'm waiting, Acid Burn. Oh yeah, the Bioessence Hydra. Oh! Put 3/1/1 counters onto the Elemental. Wow, 13 1/1 counters. That is crazy.
Come to me.
And another buff from Vivian for 18. And Kiora. And that thing has 22 counters on it now. And Growth Spiral. Draw a card, put a land card from the hand onto the battlefield. Nisa needs one more up to become indestructible on all of them. I have 0 creatures in my graveyard. And that thing has trample. Thanks, Jamie. 27.
Wilds are my shield.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield, proliferate. Everything gets buffed up once. Wow, that's sick. 31. A 62. Flying.
Ocean surges, life thrives.
124 of 124. Wow. It's a crazy table. All right, GG again. Negative 105. Wow. Wow. That deck is crazy. Yeah, man, that was nuts. That was so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my dailies now and try to get a pack to hopefully unlock some more decent cards.
Hey, look! I'm a planeswalker.
That's crazy. What is this Sparky? I haven't played it since the last update. Is this a bot? Is this another player? Because they're going pretty fast. This has got to be... This is another player. Yeah, this is practicing. Alright, let's get out of here.
I was worried there for a minute.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. If you've got the cards, do it. Oh, because we played it turned arena off. So there is a practice bot, Mr. Matthews. I've just never played it because I always go into the arena mode. Got it. There we go. I was wondering. No, and no worries at all on the plays, man. That was awesome to see. All good. And same here. I'm glad I could meet someone else that plays it. New person. Gotcha. That makes sense. I've never once gone into that. I've always just played the arena. I guess the one benefit of that is that you don't have to wait. Alright guys, I'm playing my green-blue, the Jade's deck that I bought the pre-built Planeswalker. And I'm just gonna let Diregraph Ghoul through, hit me for 2. It's very much based on counters and proliferate, like trying to build your deck up very quickly. Alright, so play the Guildpact Informant. And I'm gonna go attack. Looks like a graveyard deck so far. Gonna let that through again. And then... Oh, well. No point in putting that on there because it got nothing to block with. Both my things are flying. Except maybe to get the extra buff. Yeah, man. I'm going to post it. As long as it doesn't delete itself. I've been having trouble with that lately. Like, the videos are just leaving my creator studio. I think it has to do with that issue YouTube had for the last little while. But, Fell Spectre. But no, it'll be up. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. Let me get one of my Bloom Hulks. I think they're tapped anyway, so. Can't block. This time. Oh, another Fell Spectre. Let's discard a card. Oh, no, not my Bloom Hulk again. And game over. That was a quick one. Oh, control decks, yeah. I hear you, man. For everybody in the chat, what Acidburn is talking about, there's different strategies. There's all different strategies. For a control deck, it's you're playing a lot of spells and instances where you take control of your other player's cards and you bring them over to your table. They become your creature until the end of that turn, sometimes the end of the next turn. And there's also milling as well. There's mill decks where you can either go through your deck to find cards, or you can make the other person discard cards. To the point of where they'll run out of cards eventually if it's a strong enough thing. There's plays I've seen where it's like an infinite mill where you just keep emptying your deck until the game's over. Oops. Hit the wrong button. See, this is one benefit of when we were playing together, when I was playing Acidburn. We just go. Like, except when I was talking to people in the chat. There's no waiting. And I can't go because I don't have any mana. Hopefully I get an island on the next play. Still no mana. Oh, it's on the side table because it can jumpstart. Got it. That's why I got the 1/1 buff. And I still haven't got a land. Tier 1 decks would be one of the decks I play that have me in the top 1000 on Mythic. Nice. It's very cool. Still can't do anything. I have 0 mana. I have to discard a card because of it. Well, I've got 2 crocodiles, so... Gutter Snipe. So Gutter Snipe, for everybody who's watching, it's a creature, a goblin shaman, that whenever you cast a spell, an instant or a sorcery, it deals damage right to me. 2 damage to your opponent. And this time I'm going to sacrifice Pollen Bright. Oh, I knew it. Played the instant. Buffed it up and did damage to my face. Oh, now I get a land. Get my one lowly merfolk skydiver onto the board. GG again. Not going far with 3 mana. And the 3rd mana I got it in the last turn. What's the events this month?
You have
Constructed
3
and limited.
events, one for constructed and one for limited.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to do another one, if you want to do another 1v1, another game, show me your deck for
Limited
sure.
rank is tied to draft and sealed events.
Let's do it. Change it up. Go with the Raw deck. Oh, I totally forgot to put this out on Twitter. Say that we were... All right. All right, thanks. Thank you. Here we go again, everyone. Another 1v1 game. I like this because we're actually talking to the person. It's just not some random person that's in arena. Like. Ooh. Narset.
Just the trick for this.
Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature. Okay, so you're pulling out Search for Azcanta. Thanks, Mr. Matthews. Says, I feel confident. Pete, I feel confident in your victory this game. So he pulled Search for Azcanta. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that into the graveyard. Then if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform Search for Azcanta into Azcanta the Sunken Ruin, which is taps it, adds 1 mana, And if you buff it, if you kick it with 3 mana, you can look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand and put the rest into the bottom. So I think that was the buff that she's got as well. And the -2, she does. So she's got the -2 as well. That looks at the top 4 cards and you pull a non-land card, a non-creature card. So an instant or a sorcery. Oh, and it's also got the buff that I can't draw more than 1 card each hand, because sometimes you'd be able to. Oh, there goes my Dragonaut. My wee Dragonauts are gone. Sometimes you can have a spell, like if I had a buff up, if I had Roll on the table, I could draw an extra card. But I can't because he's got that Planeswalker out there that counteracts that. Thought Erase. Target opponent reveals their hands. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards the card, and then and then he surveils 1, which is like you look at the top hand, top thing in your deck. You took at the look at the top card. So, all right. Oh, another Oath of Kaya enters the battlefield. Deals 3 damage and buffs him up for 3. I'm running out of cards. Buffs itself because look for an app called Discord. I'm on Discord. Acid Burn. Use it more for Pokemon Go, to be completely honest. And for just for a chat with some friends that I have a live stream with every week. Oh, the Telfari is out. So I haven't seen this Telfari yet in the new. So draw a card at the beginning of the next end step. Untap 2 lands, up to 2 lands. -3 is put target. Already did that. -8, you get an emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target and permanent and opponent controls. So yeah, that's what Acid Burn was saying, that it's a lot of control. Yeah, exactly. Lots of control there.
We need to move quickly.
There goes Rawl's Dispersal. So I'm out of cards. He's got 5. He hasn't played a creature yet because his deck's pure control. He doesn't need to. Like, nothing will ever get through. So I'm trying to kill the Planeswalker. Exile permanent. The spark. So he's basically going to counteract everything I can do. Everything I can do. Oh, the other Telfari is out now. Because this was from the Dominaria. And a second Narset.
And prepare.
The Elder Spell. Sorcery. Destroy any numbers of target's planeswalker. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put two loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way. So... This deck got me to rank 689. Wow, I can imagine it, man. Like, it's got such a crazy flow to it. So much coming out. In terms of the Planeswalker, and then you've got the the enchantment on the side table with the Oath of Kaya's. There's a buff again. That Oath of Kaya buffs him for 3 health and does 3 damage to either me or to one of my creatures. Another one. Another Oath of Kaya.
I am not making this up as I go.
And I just keep pulling land. I'm just pulling all the land. There it is. Azcanta the Sunken Ruin. Mastermind Acquisition. Choose one. Search your library for a card. Put it in your hand. Shuffle the library. Choose a card from your own you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Wait, that spell allows you to take something that's on your side table and put it into your hand?
Hold that thought.
That's crazy, man. That's a crazy spell that you can pull from your side table and put it in, not into your deck. You put it straight into your hand. Gonna try to kill it with Precision Bolt, but more than likely he's got a kicker. Something to knock it off to repel it. There it is. So he tapped the mana to look at the cards to get another Planeswalker into his hand. So I took the 1 out. Oh, the whale! Or is it the dinosaur? Yeah, the legendary dinosaur. That's a howl. Can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. That's it. That's the buff. I thought it was the whale. You have no maximum hand size, so you can have as many cards as you want. Because normally you're only allowed to have 7 cards, and then you have to discard. If you discard 3 cards, you exile it, and you return to the battlefield tap under the owner's control at the beginning of the next tap. My lowly little pass wall adept. My 1/3 human wizard. Can't be blocked. If I had enough firepower in my deck, I would go after the planeswalkers, but I don't. I do not currently have that much, so maybe one time. Sorry, forgot about the resolve stage. Return up to one creature to the owner's hand and draw a card. So I'll resolve that back into my hand. Draws another card.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, Ugin. A colorless legendary. So you can play it in every deck. +1 is exile top card of your library face down. Look at it. Create a 2/2 colorless spirit creature. Token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exile card into your hand. And -3 is destroy a target permanent. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so the card is underneath the token, and once the token leaves the battlefield, if I kill it, then it goes into the hand. Got it. No. It's only a 5, so... And whenever I cast a non-creature spell, he draws another card. Wow. Oh no, not another Masterminds acquisition. So choose a card from outside your game in the side table. For everybody in the chat, sorry. Side table is that you have your 60 card deck, but side table are other cards you have that you can switch in and out of that deck. I'll just play a passive, an enchantment, a saga, I mean. The Mirani Conjecture. Return target instant card from the graveyard to your hand. Ah, very nice.
I'm not done yet.
So what these have, for everyone who's watching, sagas have 3 steps. So you do the first step, then the second, then the third, and then it's usually gone. So the second one is return target sorcerer card from your graveyard. Third one is until end of turn, wherever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose a new target for that copy. All my wins are in my side. That makes sense. If you've got those spells in your regular hand, you don't need to have those cards. You can pull them in by playing that sorcery. That's crazy. Sometimes I forget I'm on camera when I'm doing this. I'm like stroking my beard and thought because there's a lot of things going on the board. And like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I count 14 cards. The whole deck has 30 control effects. Wow. Mr. Matthews says humanoids from the deep looks ... epic. I'm gonna check it out as soon as we're done here, Mr. Matthews.
Slightly.
I would put it on my channel. I would show it here if OG is okay with it. I'll just bring YouTube up, but I don't know if I would get a strike for that because I'm borrowing from another creator, even though he's in the chat. Like, we could all watch it together, but I guess it would also have the...
More malleable than people think.
I mean, it's clearly no Chud, but still, I hadn't watched Chud in forever, Mr. Matthews. I just recently watched it because I've been watching... Well, it's over now. Season finale happened, but I got Shudder. Like, I paid for Shudder's monthly service. I actually paid the yearly because it was cheaper. It was only like $3.99 a month. So I've been watching The Last Drive-In, and it's all old horror movies hosted by Joe Bob Briggs. Good stuff. All cheesy bad horror movies. That's how we got on to talking about Wolf Cop, and I was talking about it in the stream a couple of weeks back. Yep. GG, man. That deck is disgusting, but it's super sick. And like Acid Burn was saying in the chat that it would be like the control deck, that level would be boring because he's got so many plays that he builds up. Because when he's playing another player at that level, at that tier, like the games take forever sometimes because you have to build, you have to just keep going and going. There's so many turns and so many steps to getting the deck to where you want to have it. Not boring for me, man. I love watching that stuff. I want like to learn all those things. But yeah, that's what I'm just explaining to everyone in the chat who's watching, that it would be understandable that to a newer player or to somebody that's not familiar with it, I would consider myself a newer player, but someone who's not familiar with the game might think that's boring. So let's go into the constructed, if there's an event going on. Acid Burn said, what would have happened next? I would have cast a Mastermind acquisition, copied it twice, shuffled my graveyard into my hand and done it all over again and gained a bunch of life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink. Everyone, I'll be right back. That was disgusting. It's awesome, and it would have been fun to see that next play. OG says beer. Just water tonight for me, man. My voice feels dry for some reason. I'm not sure why, so just a bit of water. Oops. All right, here we go. Mr. Matthews says, oh, you know what he's coming back with. Oh, gotta take off my wait sign. Back on to the game. I'm not ready for that. Let's try some ranked, though. Oh, what happened to the chat? Oh, because I was looking at OBS again. I was looking at Streamlabs. No wonder it wasn't there. I'm not signed in. Acid Burn says, well, that's it for me, y'all. I got to be up at 4:30 in the morning. Nice playing with you, man. Catch up on stream some other time. Sounds good, man. Thank you for the games as well. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in and checking it out. I'm glad we met this way. Definitely have to play again. All right, gents. I think we need a win. Need a win before we wrap this up. Probably wrap it up at 11. Alright. Put the skydiver out. Proliferate onto itself. Well, the 1-1 counter onto itself. As lifelink, I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Ape Sapien, my opponent. That's oh, I can't remember. That's the engineer Dex. Planeswalker. Oh, I'm gonna play not that yet. It's Simic. Davin? Yeah, that's Davin. Maybe that's why his name is Davius. Play the Rogue Fairy. I mean, not the Rogue Fairy. The Guild Pack Informant. Yeah, Fairy Rogue. Alright. I'm gonna play another Forest. I'm gonna play my Bloom Hulk. There's nothing to proliferate, unfortunately. So I'll attack with that. And that's the ability is if I hit the Planeswalker, the player or Planeswalker, I get to proliferate, but I don't have any counters yet. The only counter I had was on my Merfolk. And the Merfolk's gone. Mr. Matthews said, did anyone see that new Hellboy movie? I haven't seen it yet myself. Cub saw it. He said it wasn't the worst. He said it was just kind of boring. Sorry, my dog's wondering why I'm still playing. She's like, pay attention to me. We will shortly have time. Just gotta finish up a couple more games. Just a couple more games. Alright, so I'm gonna play Jace's Projection. It's an illusion based on my Planeswalker that when I draw, every time I draw a card in my turn, I get to give it a 1/1 counter. Now if I had Proliferation, this is when it would come in handy. Yeah, I don't mind Hellboy. I don't mind the Hellboy movies. But remember, to Cub, that's not a bad review. So it might actually be an okay movie. Mind Trap, really? Or Mighty Leap? Mighty Leap to get... And take Vengeance, destroy tapped creature. I'm gonna draw cards. Oh, now I get the Spark Double after it destroyed the what I wanted. I have nothing to copy. See, I've changed this deck too in real life, so when I play it, it actually flows a lot better. I find it's a little underpowered. $31-1. That's a GG. OG, it says not yet. M. Gonna red box it soon. Very nice. Oh, I'm playing the same guy. Concede. Let's go back to the main menu. I need to get a win. I just want one win. Well, I want 5 actually to get a pack. Oh, because I played him again, I forgot. I wonder if you can play the bot to get wins. I wonder if that counts towards your weekly. Let's see this. Let's see. Let's play the bot a bit. It's cheesy, but hey, if it gets me a couple wins towards that pack.
Let's get started.
Mr. Matthews says, I really like that actor, and you didn't think, or... No, he's the same player that I played in the last one. I don't have the cards to beat that deck. So... Right now in this game, I'm in the game version online. I'm just trying. I've gotten better cards, like in real life. I'm trying to get better cards. So, and you gotta win gold to go to the store to buy packs to unlock the cards. Let's play Jason's Projection. Gonna take Sparky though. I wonder what Sparky's level is. Murder! Oh, how dare you. Played a murder card on me. Looks like mono black. Swamp deck. Or a zombie deck. Alright, so I'm going to play this, which is it enchants my land. So the land that I choose it to go on will get an extra mana. So I'm going to do blue. And then I also get a 1/1 counter on the creature, on a creature I control. So I'm going to buff that up to that. I'm going to attack. Oh, 2 infectious hydras. Or horrors, I mean, sorry. Looking at Kiora. That looks like, that is a hydra. And every upkeep, every one of my turn, I get another one. So let's see what we got. So I'm going to play Jace.
Let's get moving.
Easy, Sparky.
We're awesome.
And I'm going to do his +1 right away to draw a card. Got a mana. And I also get a buff. 1/1. 1/1 again. So I gave him 1/1 for drawing the card, and then it proliferates on top of that. So we're gonna attack. I want to get to the point where I can play people like that, but it's a long road. It's a long road. So I'm going to play a mana, and then I'm going to upkeep. I'm going to draw a card. And that's going to give me 2 more counters to make him a 10-10. To make him a 10-10. And then I'm going to play Bioessence because he's got 2 buffs on him now, doesn't he? I thought he had 2 buffs. Either way, I'm going to play this card. Yep. They'll get 10-10 because it's the same amount of counters, 6 counters. So now I've got 2 10-10 cards on the table. So we can block with Walking Corpse. Interesting play, but Field Creeper is an artifact. It is a regular 2/1 as far as I know. So I'm going to play Kiora. Yet another buff.
Defying you will be easy.
I'm going to draw a card to buff up again. Make it an 18-18. Second counter on that thing. And then I'm going to play a Ward Scale Crocodile because it's more than 5. More than 4. Again, countered up. Draw a card. Two attackers. And that's the game. If only it was real. If only that was a real win. Let's see if that counts as a win, though. No. It's just a practice. Sparky again. I wonder why I keep going there. I thought I put it on.
But it wasn't easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. All play modes. That's what I want. So I got the 1 win against that guy. That wasn't too bad. gotta say. I think it's something like that, Mr. Matthews, where they're lining you up with people that you should be playing with. But I don't know. Oh, Pokequeen, there you go. Probably plays Pokemon as well. Hey, do you play Pokemon Go by any chance? Speaking of which, Snorlax is all done tomorrow. Adventure Week starts in Pokemon Go. Oh, we're bleeding viewers. Too bad Magic the Gathering is in Game of Thrones. Gonna buff that up. Yeah, that's what I think. I think we're playing. I'm playing against someone similar to my skill level in terms of the cards they have. But I don't know. I've seen some crazy cards too. But it gets harder. Like I was in the constructed before, and you go into different ranks. You can just play, and then you. Yeah, it's done. Like it went today at 4, I think. I want to say for our time, it would have been like 1 p.m. your time. And then tomorrow the adventure week starts. But I was already at walking a lot because if you walk the full 50 this week for rewards, you get 50,000 Stardust and 15 rare candies. And I'm running out of things. I need another island to play the card I want to play. So I'll probably wrap this up after this game and then take my dog out. Try to get another half a kilometer. And then we got the Slackoth Community Day this week. I had an EX raid on the weekend, but I wasn't able to make it for the... Mr. Matt, you say you very rarely get to 25 km. I walk around a lot at work, so I usually have the ability to make it. Sometimes I miss it, but this week I got... yesterday I had to go out for quite a long walk to finish it up. I got to 50.1. Alright, let's play the Bloom Hulk. Because that'll proliferate up my Pollen Bright. Hit it in the face to proliferate again. Pollen Bright's a 4/4 now. Yeah, same. So am I. And this week we have Shiny, Lileep, Onyx, and I think Anorith. I want to say it's all 3 of them. Oh, look, another proliferation card. The Bloom Hulk. Oops. Submit it up. If I get another island ever, I'm gonna play Jizz's Projection. Mr. Matthews, you always have the game up. I don't understand why you get more distance. Do you have the adventure sync thing on? But that thing, you don't even have the game up. You can just have it on your... You don't even have the game on. As long as you have Adventure Sync on, you can close the app and still get the stuff. There we go. Alright. Jesus projection. Nice long one to end it. My wife and I became lucky friends this weekend, but only after we'd already made a special trade for the day, so we couldn't trade for anyone awesome. But you can still do it the next day. I thought that lucky friends lasted until the next trade. That's what I thought. Oh, they're attacking with something. So I'll block that. Unless there's a spell in play here. Nope. So proliferate up. I'm gonna play Jesus Triumph. Get a couple cards. More buffs. Play that. Oh yeah, you can still do it. I think it's good until you do your next trade. This is a long, drawn-out game. We're just waiting. Waiting for someone to show cracks the first time. This is a defensive game where we're just waiting for the other person to open their guard up. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm not attacking. I've lost enough games. I'd like to get one win before we wrap it up for the night. So, they can... Oh, lucky Absol. Nice. Absols are awesome. I've been raiding that forever, trying to get that shiny. I give up. Like, I do the raids. I've been, like, you name it, since it's when it was wild, when it was, like, on the excellent shot quest, now when it was just in the, like, the win 3 raids, everything possible. I'll sacrifice that to block. The upkeep. I think he's just gonna overwhelm me, those, or she, sorry, Poke Queen, Zombie Cat Cub. They're just gonna overwhelm me. They've got way more cards on the table, and they've still got 5 cards in their hand while I'm down to my last. And I already played a spell to give me more cards. So. Oh no! So they use an enchantment. So basically I can't use that. It's an enchantment called Waterknot. An enchanted creature, it becomes tapped. And it doesn't untap ever. Like, it's done. That was my best creature on the board too. Yeah, we might be in trouble. I'll see what the next pull is, but I think I'm gonna try. I've got to open my guard up. They're just gonna nick us away. I got him. Alright. So there's one. And now if I attack, so if 1/4, that'll take that out. Might use the other things. I want that 5/5. I want him to block my Pollen Bright with the Gearsmith Guardian. I'll attack. Here we go. Go big or go home. We might be going home. Hey, we did get a win though. We beat the bot. We did beat the bot. No, he's going to take out another one. I think he's going to let the Pollen Bright through to the face. Or she, sorry. Declaring blockers right now takes a while. Alright. I had to do something there. Just had to do something. After he locked down, after she locked down Jason's projection. Mr. Matthews says, see, this seems like a good evenly matched game. It is. It is similar. I think I waited too long. I think I was being too defensive. I think I should have attacked before they had the chance to bring that enchantment out while it was still free. I should have been attacking with that. I should have known better because it's a blue deck. It's a mono blue deck. And I've got plenty of those cards that are enchantments or spells that can counter creatures or abilities. I waited way too long. But I've still got some decent cards left in my deck that if we get it, we might have a shot. I'm not too hopeful though. I'm just saying. What I need in this deck is I've got in this actual deck now is a wipe card where I can just kick it off. So all tapped out. So I needed a miracle draw there and I'm not going to get it. Well, yeah. Exactly, man. It's all good. I just want to go by the thing. I'm not even sure who the person is. And thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in. Or ma'am, or whichever you prefer to be identified. But thanks, Matt. Thanks for rolling into to the game to check out the end. I'm near the end of a fight here. I need 8. I didn't get the miracle draw I wanted. And gonna block with 1. And Mr. Matthews says, blue deck, do the different colors mean different attributes? Yep. They're all different. Like red is your mountain. It's more aggro. It's more just all attack based. While your blue is traditionally more control. Like it's looking for ways to do things. You're planning. You're waiting for someone else to make the next move. The game's over now. While green is like an overwhelm, like it's a forest deck you grow. Like you can just grow the size of your thing over and over again. Or you can add more creatures onto your board with certain spells like token creatures. While black is all about like you can play things out of your graveyard or you can just straight out kill things. Like there's murder cards. Lots of fun. Mega Jetty says, hello there. I was curious and came on. What's up? How's it going, Mega Jetty? We're just playing some Magic. We're just trying to get a win before we wrap it up. I don't think this is going to be the one. I think we're going to have to play one more. Mr. Matthews, Hokage, we had an embarrassing incident last week about assuming gender. And your mama's Hokage says, I got you. Uh-oh. GG. No blocks. One more and we'll see what happens. I'm not even playing ranked. I'm getting my butt. Should really hold on. I'm gonna change the deck. Just gave that guy an insta win. Insta win. Or that person. An insta win. Play. Jace. Go with my Vraska deck. I need a Gorgon. I need a Gorgon to help me out. Yeah, it was, Mr. Matthews. That was a much better game than what I had been playing. So I'm back to my black-green deck. So a little bit of forest, a little bit of growth, and a little bit of swamp as well. A little death. Okay. 4-1 right on the... Oh, it's only in first strike. Mega Jitty says, I posted the first of 4 videos titled Mega Jitty versus Star Wars, Disney and Star Wars. The next 3 will premiere tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4:30. Nice. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I haven't had a chance to check it out, man. But I definitely will pop in to one of those premieres if I'm able to. Okay, a saga already. Triumph of Gerald. Or Gerard. Can you quit playing cards? I'm trying to read your counter. Your saga. Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control with the greatest power. That's 1 and 2. Third is target creature you control with the greatest power gains flying, first strike, and lifelink. Oh, wonderful. Oh, was it indestructible? Oh, it had first strike. Ah. First strike means damage done by it takes effect first. That was my bad. Damn, butchered my name. Laugh out loud. It's all good. Sorry, man. All good, though. Hey, do you use Aether Hub to link your builds? No. No. I do not. Hey, Soy. Thanks for coming in, man. Is that, like, the website where you can enter in, like, all the cards you actually have in, like, a pre-built, like, a deck at home that you build, and then you can translate it into Arena, and it'll build it if you have the cards available in Arena? I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Everyone's rolling in now. It's awesome. Mega Jitty says, I've never been much into franchise card games. The only one I got into was Yu-Gi-Oh! And only because the cartoon made it look easy to play, and then it was more complicated rules. Yeah. That's what Magic just keeps getting more and more complex. But it just keeps getting more and more popular, too. There's actually an animated series coming. The Russo brothers are working on it. That got announced today. I think Black Angus dropped a video about that. Wow. I don't think we're winning this one either. Only one creature in my graveyard. They're both dead. really has 2 planeswalkers into the deck. There's Veraska, but I don't have enough mana to get her out. I think I need 1 more mana. Got some undergrowth, got a buff of health. All good, Mr. Matthews. I'm right there with you.
Bigger they are, well, you know.
The Wanderer, the legendary planeswalker, prevents all non-combat damage. Let me read your card. Stop doing stuff. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you or other permanents you control. -2 is exile target creature with a power of 4 or greater. I want to kill that thing. I need to get Veraska out there. Yeah, a little bit. And we're dead. Okay, we're going one more. One more game. I gotta get a win. Yeah, October. Near the end of October. Right near Halloween. Well, like a 10 days before Halloween. Oh, nice. The shock right off the top. Oh, yeah. Chatting at YouTube on my phone is never a good thing. Abu Nas. Soy says, Abu Nas. Spitting more truth more than Ryan Johnson trying to lose his virginity. Alright, so I'm gonna dead weight that thing and kill it. Enchanted creature gets -2/2. Get that off the table. Get on to the next one. This is a deck I could beat. I could beat red with this deck. With my deck. Like, this is a game we could win. Hokoji. Oh, no, goblins. I don't think so. I don't think so, goblins. Not this time. Oh, no, I didn't see it. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Mega Jetty said Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were simpler in the first couple seasons. Kanto to Orange to Johto and Duelist Kingdom to Battle City. Everything afterwards too much and unnecessary. Gotcha. Prey upon, get that thing off the table. Ah, the Pyromancer comes into the game, deals damage to me. Just give me the damage so we can get on with the game. I'm going to block the Goblin because I don't want to damage that Hatchling. There we go. Alright. play that. And I'm going to play Prey Upon again. To get rid of that Pyromancer. One target on to the Devkaran Dissident. Just regular play. Just regular play, your mamas. I'm just trying to get my daily and my weekly stuff done. To get some free packs. Can't even do that. And Mr. Matthews says, Pokemon is lately leaning too much on OP cards and it makes it less interesting. I can understand that. You want a balance. You got to make it interesting. But you want cards to do different things. You want to be able to defend, strategize, control, that sort of thing. No blockers on that thing. Mega Jetty says, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, I noticed that both shows have a problem. The girls are nice but lack character arcs. Do manga and animes not have character arcs? They do. I've seen them before. Depends on the anime, I guess. And Soybase says I hope he notices the joke. For Abunas, hopefully that's the case. Goblin Creator Maker. Sacrifice a Goblin Creator Maker. Destroy target colorless non-land permanent. Deals 2 damage to target. Not sure what the purpose of that is, unless they've got another spell coming, but they're tapped out, and I'm not going to block, because this thing, if you kill it, it creates as a 3/3 dinosaur token. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to kill that hatchling. Oh, come on. I should have buffed it up. Should have used the Bounty and Might to save that thing. Ah. So close. And another land. Oh, these cards. Four flying haste, very nice. That's not good. So they're both tapped. Got 2. Your mama says I should have swung, then use your bounty to boost a block. Yeah, I know. I should have used the bounty of might to save that. Mistakes were made definitely there. That's the game. That's game right there. 2 damage to me and he's got 6 flying. Yep. Should have saved that one. Should have blocked. That's my bad. I made the mistake there. Mistakes are made. One more try. One more. Oh. Server malfunction. And thanks for coming in, Yamavis. I appreciate it. We have our usual guys here. OG, Mr. Matthews, RoboCub, Zombie Cub, and Soy, and Mega Jetty as well from time to time. Guys are talking about Dragon Ball in the chat. Vraska's in my hand, but can I get the land built up to get her out? Uh-oh. Says the stream's having issues. Everything looks fine on the stream. It says there's an issue. It says you're buffering. But all good on my studio. Alright, so I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play Deadweight to kill that Death Baron because it's got Death Touch. Or it creates zombies that have Death Touch, yeah. I'm not gonna bother killing that thing because it would just create... Oh, it did lag out? Sorry, it's been doing that a lot lately on my streams. Sorry about that, guys. Liliana spoils. Target opponent discards a card. Awesome. I don't want to lose my other Deadweight. Are you talking about me, Soy? I already read the joke, the Ryan Johnson thing. Abu not spitting more truth than Ryan Johnson trying to lose his virginity. Oh, I noticed it before. That's all. I thought you were talking about Abu Nas noticing it. No, I had read it before in the chat. That's awesome. Mega Jetty is talking about Dungeons and Dragons, Might and Magic, Final Fantasy. I'm seeing a trend here. When the real differences between these franchises beyond one being a video game inspired by a card game. Well, yeah, it's similar to Dungeons and Dragons. It's all the same idea in a lot of ways. I don't have any creatures in my graveyard, so I don't really want to play the Raider yet, but... It's not going to be giving me a life boost. But I need to get some creatures out on the board this time. Oh, no worries. Oh, yeah, I read it earlier. All good, though. And yeah, I think you said Mary has Abu Nas on her stream this week. What did that thing do? Oh, you get to draw a card, but you have to lose a life to do it. Got it. Use the Prey Upon to kill this thing. Abunas is the shit. He sure is. Oh, get out of here with the murder card. Megan just says your thoughts on my second to last comment regarding Misty and T lacking growth. Oh, I feel like Kasumi and Misty are just there to, but doesn't truly grow or contribute to the plot. But then again, she was just a gym leader in the game. Anko and T is the same way. Mai had some growth, but not T. But like I said, it all depends on the anime you watch. Like, some focuses on different characters. There's other characters. There's some characters in all animes that, regardless of like male or female or who they are, they don't have much growth. While there's focus on other ones. So I guess it's really that who is being focused on. Summon Rose Tico. No, thank you. No, I'd rather have Paige. Paige will come to the rescue and win me a game. She'd tell me to stop playing. She's like, you're fighting your way to victory. You need to just love. Back to the control room. All right. Your mama says, T does in the sub version of Yu-Gi-Oh! They cut a lot, censor her a bunch in the dub, like her and Yugi have a relationship. Those murder cards, I tell you. Playing a vampire deck. Just give me one more. There it is. Vraska's coming out to play. -3. Get that thing off the table. Played it right again. Got me down to 1. Should have at least. Oh, because it was a 2-2. It's a 2-1-1-1. 2-1-1 counters. Mr. Matthews says, kill, kill, kill. Wrong game, but I wish I could. Vampire decks, man, I tell you. Trying to nick away at my Vraska. There's the skeleton, finally. Alright, let's go with the 1-1. I'm gonna use the Stone Glare to kill one of these things. I'm gonna decline because I've already got it. And I wish that was tapped because I'd use Bounty of Might, but it's not, so let's use one attack. And then just I'm going to destroy that flying thing if I get another turn. Add it. Because it doesn't somehow lifelink. Uh-oh. Well, never mind. That's what's getting the -3. Yes, OG. Kill, kill, kill. Ma, ma, ma. It's coming if I can get it. Oh, no. Prevented me. I don't want to give that thing at level 3. So I can't play it because I don't have 3 cards. Wonderful. I forgot that. You guys still talking about Yu-Gi-Oh in the chat? I want the Dire Ghoul first. All right. Cleared the table. Pretty much. I just gotta take care of that flying thing. Oh, no. Oh, it destroyed it. Oh, and I buffed him up to finish the game. Finishing Veraska off. Oh, Mega Jidi's talking about his characters in Blue Shogun, that thing he's working on. The story. I put in my favorite franchises so I know how to write him in his own. In my fave animes, I feel he'll be the guy who bangs him in TNT just for being pretty. Yes, they do, Mr. Matthews. Vampire decks are the worst. And game over. No blocks. I'm still searching for that win. I started off tonight with a win. And I beat the guy we were playing for one. They're looking to see if he likes his hand. Megan Judy says Tom Cruise was in a vampire movie. Finally, a role that actually requires him to suck. Lulz. Oh, Mr. Meggy and Mr. Jetty, Mega Jetty. Sorry, guys, I'm starting to get tired. Mega Jetty. Nice one. taking his time, taking their time, waiting. Oh man, duress already? That get to see my hand and they're choosing which one. They get to discard a card from me. So it's gonna be a sorcery. I don't have any sorceries! Haha! Not gonna work, man. Not gonna work, my friend. It's man in the hippie sense. Mr. Matthews says I actually like Tom Cruise. You know what? There are some movies I actually do enjoy him in as well, I gotta say. He's not the worst. Mega Jetty, laugh out loud. I paraphrased. Triumph to insult Comic Dog with that one. Nice. Triumph the insult Comic Dog. Dead weight that. Now this thing, the giant, I actually took this out of my hand out of my Vraska deck. Like it's a big mob. It's a big creature, a 6/5, and you get a buff up. I think you deal damage to the for equal to the target opponent for each creature in your graveyard. Still takes too long to get going, so I never bothered with it. Krull Raider. Or a Ceratok. Yeah, I'm going to put the Ceratok out. Mr. Matthews says Oblivion was a good one. I haven't seen that one, to be honest. Yeah, Jacques Reacher was pretty good. They get a Saproling. Now I can bring out... I need that thing off the board. Meiji says, I don't... Mr. Matthews, I don't dislike Tom Cruise. I was just joking. I like him in Risky Business, A Few Good Men, The Last Samurai, and I loved him in Tropic Thunder. He was really good in The Last Samurai. I gotta say, that's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. Haven't seen that in forever. And he was really good in Collateral. I think I've seen that one. Two Krull Raiders. Gravedigger. So he's going to take Diagraph Ghoul out. Put it back in the hand. You need one more, bud. Gotta double block these. Menace. I think we was good in The Last Samurai, but that was just a good movie. Keanu Reeves would have worked in it too. This is true. I don't understand how you can know where the mess hall is if it's not in that book, Tom Cruise and A Few Good Men. That was my favorite scene. Like, I'm all tapped out here, but I'm hopeful here. We might actually have a chance. I don't want the Gravedigger to attack because it's got Death Touch. The big guy's coming out to play. Not the murder card. Mr. Matthews says, LOL, there was a scene in that movie that he was hilarious. Mega Jetty says, the irony here, Keanu Reeves in 47 Ronins tragically bombed. I still love it due to it being feudal Japan setting. Yeah, 47 Ronin is really good as well. Even though it's like a really... It was not a commercially successful movie. Mr. Matthews says, that was also a good movie. That's probably why Keanu Reeves popped into my head. That's the first thing that came to my head as well. We need a buff. We need a buff here, gentlemen. Oh, get out of here with the friggin... No! I need a 2-2 buff. We need a 2-2 buff. If we need that, the growth. We need the bounties of might. If we get the bounties of might, we can buff 3 things up and I can win this game. Bounties of might. No, that's not what I wanted. So those are tapped. I can't kill it. I'm going to kill this thing even though it's not going to do anything. Oh, I need two. I need 2. OG says, Tom has gotten better with age. I respect his work ethic and stunt work. He's really good at stunts, that's for sure. Does he have enough to kill me? 3, 6, 9, 12. And that can't go. I think we have this, guys. Unless he has the spell. He's all tapped out. He's got 3, 6, 9, 12 on the table. I've got 13 health. He can't do enough damage. And I'm going to block 1. The Krull Raider. We reset. Could bring out the Beast Whisperer. Oh my god, we can wrap this up. Guys, yes! Finally. Finally, the math came together. Finally, the numbers came together, and we did it. Let's catch up on the chat before we wrap it up. I'm gonna go buy my pack. I got a pack earlier. I'm gonna unlock that. Let's catch up on the chat. Mega Jetty says, indeed, A Few Good Men had a lot of great scenes, but there was one where he slammed on Kevin Bacon with his own argument that was subtly dumbass awesome. OG says Day After Tomorrow was a good sci-fi movie, but Mummy wasn't. Mr. Matthews says, but Tom Cruise was such a quiet character in The Last Samurai. I think most actors could have done it. Mr. Matthews, kill, kill, kill. Mr. Matthews, kill, kill, kill. Mega Chitty, I actually asked my stepdad to take me to see 47 Ronins in the theater despite his lack of interest, and it ended up liking it. It was like a samurai version of The Hobbit. Mummy was dumb, but damn, that chick was hot. Oh, the Mummy, yeah. I was so hopeful for that Dark Universe thing. We've talked about it before on the DLC. I was so hopeful because I love those Universal horror movies. And it was just a nightmare. Nightmare. Well, let's open this deck. Ooh, that's a nice card. A split card. Fortunately, I don't play white-blue. Grow Spiral. Yes. I don't have that card in my Jace deck. I will be putting that in my hand for sure. Let's change that up. and not much else. So what's my special card? It's an artifact. I don't really play with artifacts. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card. Add 1 mana of any color. Alright. Let's buy 1 pack. 1 spark pack. This is the new expansion. Ravnica was the last one. Alright, what do we got here? Kjord's Dambreaker, already got that one. Jesus Triumph, I've already got that card. Sky Seer Strix. Flying Creature, the Bird. I'm looking at the blues right now. Nothing too impressive. And I got a ton of those cards. Deliver onto Evil. Sorcery. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a Bolas, Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. That's disgusting if you have a Nicol Bolas. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest into your hand. Exile, deliver unto evil. So let's go to my deck, into Jace, because I want to put that new card in there. There it is. So I've got a growth spiral in there, but I need to take something out because of it. Because you can only play with 60 cards. Oh yeah, the worm. I've taken that out. It takes too long to get it out. You have to pay 7 to get Vrask out. Alright, so I'm going to take that out. Put it on my sideboard. Oops. And that's... Oops. I'm done at 60, but I thought clicking it put it on the sideboard. Everybody's catching up right now. Nice. Mega Jetty says he wasn't always quiet. The moments where he snapped due to being a drunkard shows the rage and self-loathing he has. I prefer the Brendan Fraser mummy movies, though. I did get one of the classics, black and white ones that I still have not yet watched. The original one is still the best, Mega Jetty. The one with Boris Karloff where he plays Imhotep, the mummy Imhotep, not Karis. Karis is the one that's played by Lon Chaney. That's the traditional mummy where you see walking around in like bandages, like, oh. Karis is alright, but the mummy with Boris Karloff, the Imhotep mummy, and that's the character they're referencing in the newer mummy movie, like the new mummy movie, that the Lost Love, that sort of thing. That's the one to check out. That is the one to watch if you haven't seen it yet. That's my favorite. That's probably my favorite of the Universal movies. But I love their Brendan Fraser mummy movies. Are great too. They're more action movies. They're kind of like horror-esque. They have horror settings, but they're more action. I do love them though. OG says Japan looked to English naval for naval and Germans for land warfare. Classics have their place. Mr. Matthews, good job. OG, woohoo, Pete. Thank you so much, guys. And oh, it is 60. I thought Magic was only 50. Yeah, 60 cards. 60 cards in a deck. I'm going to buy one more pack before I go to bed. Before we wrap this up. Before I sign off, I mean. Call it a night. Because I've got quite a bit of gold. I'm going to buy one more Spark pack. Try to pull a Planeswalker. I want that Nisa card that Acid was playing against me. Or I want... there's a blue Planeswalker, Kasmina. I need one. Nothing too impressive. Oh, Krenko. That's good for if you're building a goblin deck. So when you play that card, when you attack, it puts a 1/1 counter on that card, and it also creates a number of 1/1 goblins equal to the power. That's crazy for goblin decks. The badass Scorpion King. Megajitty says, surprisingly, for my love of feudal Japan, originates from my love of Ninja Turtles TMT3, despite its flaws, got me into it. Then I saw the anime Inuyasha, that episode that introduced Sango, and Mr. Matthews says, neat. I'm already learning stuff. I'm glad, man. I'm glad that you're able to check out some of the things I'm doing, and I hope you check it out, because we could play as well. Like we'd play on Arena as well. I'd be up for that. I just want to double click what's in this one, because I've changed this deck up as well quite a bit. I took the leapfrogs out and I put more spell. I made it very spell based. See, there's 22 lands in here. Like, it should be 20 20 20. It should be 20 creatures, a mix of 20 instances and sorceries or enchantments, and then 20 lands. You don't need 22 lands. There's actually 26 lands in this deck. There's no spells. Yeah, let's see what the build is. It says right here. "21 creatures, 13 spells." It's a wizard's deck, and I've only got 13 spells. And then it has 26 lands. Like, I need cheaper spells. That's what I've done in real life. In my real deck overall, I've changed it up. I put low cost spells, taken out some of that land, so I'll probably do that as well. Songo. Sorry, Mega Jetty. My fave card, Jeff? Out of what I've seen so far? I like board wipe cards. A couple of mill cards. But in the deck I'm looking at, like in this Raw deck, I like the Goblin Electromancer a lot because it always lowers the cost. I like things that allow me to use more spells. Like, so it like lowers that cost of use. I really like that. I like Command the Storm, anything that does a lot of damage. But overall, I'm still like learning the game, Jeff. I'm still picking it up, so I don't have a favorite card that I like to play. I like Merfolks. I'm playing Merfolks. It's the same thing, Mr. Matthews. Land is mana. That confused me at first too, but land is the same as mana. But yeah, in the wizard deck, I love the things like in real life, Jeff and Mr. Matthews. I have 4 Goblin Electromancers in there, so I've always got a couple on the table. And then I also put, I can't remember her name. I picked her up out of a pack. It's a legendary like a legendary wizard that buffs wizards. They give them all 1/1s. So I put her on the table, and it's just like dealing the spells, and then, you know, you're avoiding a lot of hits as well. So I'm not too familiar with red. I gotta be honest, like red by itself, like mono red, like overruns sort of thing. And I really want to, and restoration decks, like in white. I'm not too familiar with white either. I've tried my hand in like zombie, but yeah. I'm just actually about to wrap it up, I think, here, guys. Thanks for coming in, Jeff, here at the end to check it out. I wish I could play 5th edition Gargoyle. That's your favorite card? Nice. Oops. I'll buy one more pack. We're having a good time talking. Just open one more pack. Hey, maybe we'll come across like a really rare card. You just never know. Come on, Liliana. This is Liliana on the front, guys. Come on, Liliana. Be making a zombie deck tonight if that ever came out of a pack. Vivian's Grizzly, I've already got that. Got a bunch of those in my Jace deck. Oh, that's not bad. A land that enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. Tap it to add a mana. XX, turn, put X charge counters on. Blast Zone. Sacrifice Blast Zone, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charges on Blast Zone. That's actually a pretty good land. Alright, one more pack. One more. I'm on a spending spree. Took me forever to pack to get all this gold saved up. Ooh, there's a Planeswalker. But it's blue-black. Spells and abilities your opponent's controls can't cause their control to search their library. Ooh, the mill. That screws mill decks over. And controls. Control decks as well. I wish I had that card and was playing against that tier 1 deck that we were on earlier about. Target players put the top 4 cards of their library into the graveyard. It's a mill. It controls someone from being a controller of mill, and then it also controls in return then exile each opponent's graveyard. That's a decent card. I've been meaning to do a blue-black deck, so maybe I'll give it a hand. Oh, I pulled one of these finally. I can put it in my forest deck. One of the new proliferate cards. Oh, a Sorin card. Oh, it's just an instant. Thought it would be something that would buff up Sorin. And the Hydra. I've already got one of those in my Jace deck. I'm just looking at cards now, guys. I'm not even paying attention to the chat. Mega Jitty says, if I were to rewrite The Mummy Returns, I'd have a new character in it who is a descendant of the Scorpion King's close friend, and he reaches out to him in the climax. Maethus breaks free from Anubis. Mega Jitty says, and aids O'Connell in fighting the team of Anubis and Imhotep. Matthias lives to explore the new era. That's a pretty good idea. That would be interesting for sure. Exactly, Jeff. We'll do one more. One more. I got a bunch of crystals as well, but I'm not using those. This is definitely not like in real life the War of the Spark, because there's a Planeswalker in every pack now. But hey. Alright, Mr. Matthews. Have a good night, man. Like I said, I'm just looking at cards, and then I'm going to wrap up myself. Thank you for coming in, and thanks everyone for coming in. OG, Mr. Matthews off the top. RoboCub, Zombie Cub, Mega Jetty, and Jeff came in. Check it out at the end. We had some new people with us. We were actually playing. I was playing a tier 1 deck, control deck earlier, Jeff. It was crazy. You should go back and watch the earlier parts of the stream. It was insane, the amount of plays. We had Soy Based with us for a bit. Yamama's Hokaji came in to say hello. And everyone else coming in. So I'm going to reveal this one card, and then we'll call it a night. Liliana. Come on, Liliana. Nope. And it's a white card. Mr. Mega Jetty says, you'd still have to say the Scorpion King prequel, and then you could tell how his kingdom fell and he became more evil before you know how he redeems himself in the new era. Yeah, man. I played a couple games with him. I actually beat him on the first game because he had like no mana. He had a bad mana draw. But then he proceeded to beat me 3 times in a row. And the 4th time, that control deck was nuts. Like, I didn't do anything. I'd want to say it's probably about an hour into the stream. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks for coming to check this stream out. This was an awesome one. Tons of people joined us. Tons of time spent here playing Magic. And that's about it. Hope you all have a good night. And I'll talk to you guys all soon.